Hi. So in this session, we'll discuss about how CLOs works. So I would like to, record this session in Hindi as well as English because we have an audience, from Hindi and English both. And if not, if you, let's say if you have any different language preference, so you can click on that setting icon and change the language as well. All right. So here the guys, the main intention of this session is I want to make you understand like how CLOs works. CLOs होते क्या है, काम कैसे करते हैं, इसका मार्केट कितना बड़ा है, क्या है, कैसा है, मे बी दैट आई विल कवर इट इन अनदर सेशन. But trust me, CLOs, CDOs are highly growing. And if you can, go and check on Naukri or any other Naukri portal, you can find more and more opportunities for a private credit. Companies like Octree Management, Apollo Investment, Apollo Global Investment, BlackRock Credit Arm, KKR. There are a lot of other companies who are hiring for private credit professionals. So, with that said, I would like to, that definitely research part, market size, job opportunities, potential rules, where you can find, how you can tap. I'll cover that in separate module or session. But in this session, my focus is on how things works in CLO market or sorry, CLO product. So to decode that, we'll have to build some assumptions. Okay, since I haven't given you the background of all of this, maybe at the end I will talk about little bit more theory part. So I would like to actually touch to the point and decode it. So let's say guys, okay, please I request you, do not just watch session for 1 minute. You won't be able to get anything. So you should watch till the end to understand this product, right? Okay, let's say there is a deal called called, let's say, 300 crore deal. Okay, with the 300 crore deal, it means it's a size of the total CLO deal, where if you know or if you remember, the HDFC Bank, Axis Bank, JP Morgan, or there are other banks who deals with different loans. So it means the banks basically offer loans to the borrower. So here the role of a bank would be kind of a lender. So it means first bank raise money from the customer through deposit or different schemes, and same loans banks offer to whom, to the borrowers at a different interest rate. Right? Why? Because the bank make money out of it. So let's say in this context, so bank has already disbursed 300 crore loans to the three corporate borrowers. Corporate borrowers, it means companies like Reliance Group, Adani, Ambani. These people comes under corporate houses. So banks here offer 300 crore loans to the three corporate borrowers with the average borrowing rate or annual interest rate which is at a 15%. Okay, and if you look at the equity IRR or tranches, okay, at the moment let's forget this. Let's assume it, the loan size which is at a 300 crore with a 15% interest rate. Now if I take you ahead, so look at this. The single most important idea in the structured credit is yield transformation plus risk redistribution. So what it means, see, the bank has a 300 crore loans with the bank. What if, let's say, any of the loan, let's say, which is a risky, maybe the Reliance Group loan which is at a risk, then bank will lose the value, right? So to concentrate or to, let's say, reduce risk, right, bank may go for CLO deal. If you look at it, this pool offers 15% loans get sliced into layers, and the safest layers earn 8%. Sorry, this is for a CLO. So now, if you want to build a CLO, all right, or collateralized loan obligations, there would be certain participants which come into picture. One, let's say the bank can find private creditor and hand over or transfer this 300 crore loans to the private credit funds at a different rate, let's say 12%. So here the bank can generate 3% upfront. Maybe sometime if the loans are risky, then bank can sell it out loans on a discount as well. Let's say 90%, 99%, 95%, or sometime even on a premium. So that depends. Then private credit funds purchase loans and turn that loans into tranches. The private credit funds even sometime they set up a SPV, special purpose vehicles, separately, and transfer 300 crores loans to that SPV, and at a SPV level the loans will be transform into the tranches on the basis of risk and interest rate. Let's say high risky one will receive higher interest rate, and low risk, senior or triple rated tranches will receive let's say 8%, 5%. Maybe risky one receive 6-7% or 8%, and there would be some equity portion as well where receive the the last priority at the time of distribution. So this is how the private credit funds can design, or CLO manager, I would say. Sometime they hire CLO managers and offer interest payments and all. So they offer it. CLO managers charge management fees, incentive fees as well, to manage this entire game. All right. But this is how basically, guys, CLO, works. So now we'll, see step-by-step process of CLO creation, distribution, and how things exactly works. So let's say the bank lends to money to three companies. That's what we have seen in the example, right? Let's say borrower A took 100 crore with a 15% interest. Then the borrower B borrowed 100 crore and borrower C borrowed 100 crore. All has a senior secured. It means when we say senior secured, it means, guys, the loans will get the first priority at the time of a repayment or even liquidation events at a company level. That's how we treat to these loans. And in this context, the JP Morgan, or it could be any other bank, HDFC or ICICI, originate three corporate loans, 100 crore each, all at a 15%, and these are the raw materials. Everything downstream depends on these borrowers paying their coupons. ये जो थ्री लोन्स है, ये लोन्स कंपनियों ने लिए हुए हैं बैंकों से, और बैंकों ने दिए हुए हैं. इसका जो साइज होगा, टोटल कंबाइंड साइज होगा, वुड बी अराउंड 300 crore. But if I talk about annual interest rate, let's calculate it. 300 crore into 15% would be around 45 crores. ये 45 crores इस पर्टिकुलर लोन्स का रेवेन्यू या इनकम कह सकते हो या कैश फ्लो कह सकते हो. सो एवरी ईयर जनरेट होगा. नाउ द क्वेश्चन हियर इज व्हाई द बैंक वांट टू सेल. सी देयर आर थ्री रीजंस व्हिच आई सेड. रिड्यूस कॉन्सेंट्रेशन रिस्क. इट मींस बैंक को अपनी रिस्क कम करना है इस पर्टिकुलर गेम से. हो सकता है कि कल अगर बोरोर ए धोखा दे तो बैंक का लॉस 100 करोड़ होगा. अगर बोरोर बी धोखा दे तो बैंक का लॉस 100 crore होगा. So to control or reduce that risk, okay, the bank can go for a selling of this loans to the private credit funds, या किसी और कोई भी ले सकता है, not only private credit fund. Any hedge fund or private equity fund can also buy it, okay. The next reason is free up capital. So bank want to free up some capital. कभी कभार होता है कि बैंक को liquidity की जब जरूरत पड़ती है. We have seen the recent use case in India where when the Yes Bank was facing some issues, then Yes Bank sold 7,000 crore worth of rupees loans to whom? To KKR. Sorry, Carlyle Group. Again, one of the credit fund purchased 7,000 crores worth of loans and transferred 7,000 crores to bank, and then bank got a liquidity and bank survived. All right, and then that's how, I mean, you can understand it. And the third one is earn upfront fees. So bank also will charge origination plus syndication fees. So बैंक को अपने पैसे और बनाने हैं, और अगर बिजनेस करना है बेसिकली, देन बैंक गो फॉर CLO और लोन्स को अपने बेचेगा. सो शायद नाउ आई एम अज्यूमिंग ये स्टेज 1 है, आपको समझ में आया होगा कि लोन ओरिजिनेट कहां से हो रहा है. द लोन इज गेटिंग ओरिजिनेट फ्रॉम द बैंक इटसेल्फ. देन स्टेज 2, we look at it. Bank sells to a private credit funds. Let's say enter Blackstone or Carlyle or KKR, their credit arms buys the 300 crore loan portfolio because they are buying at a premium to achieve a 12% yield. The bank book an immediate structuring gain of 3%. देखो बैंक ने क्या किया, अंडरस्टैंड दिस. बैंक के पास जो अपने लोन्स है उसका एवरेज रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट है वो 15% है, और बैंक ने वही लोन्स प्राइवेट क्रेडिट को ट्रांसफर किए हैं 12% यील्ड के साथ. सो इट मींस बैंक का जो गेन है यहां पर 3% का इमीडिएट गेन बैंक बुक करेगा अपना, और कंटिन्यूअसली बैंक को पैसा 3% आएगा. वो क्यों हो सकता है वैसे, बिकॉज अगर कोई लोन बेच रहा है तो बैंक को अपने स्टाफ की सैलरी है, रेंट है, लीज है, देयर आर लॉट ऑफ अदर थिंग्स, राइट. तो टू कैटर दैट बैंक कैन कीप 3%. अब ये जरूरी नहीं कि हर डील में 3% ही भी होगा, कहीं पे 5% होगा तो कहीं पे 0 होगा, तो कहीं पे नहीं होगा, तो कहीं पे 1 होगा. सो दैट डिपेंड्स. ऑलराइट, देन इफ आई टॉक अबाउट बैंक्स आउटकम इन दिस पर्टिकुलर गेम, the banks sell loans at a premium and book 3% structuring gain upfront, removes loans from the balance sheet and capital freed for a next deals. बैंक ने क्या किया, लोन्स को बेच दिया, 3% प्रीमियम बुक किया, और अपने बैलेंस शीट्स को जो लोन्स है वो हटा दिए और उसकी जगह पे एक एसेट क्रिएट कर दी और पैसा बनाया बैंक ने, और पैसा लिक्विडेट किया इन शॉर्ट. नाउ ये फंड्स प्राइवेट क्रेडिट के पर्सपेक्टिव से क्या है, प्राइवेट क्रेडिट फंड्स होल्ड्स 300 crore ऑफ सीनियर सेक्योर्ड लोन्स yielding 12% to them, plans to securitize, issues cheaper debt against the pool, keep the spread as profit. मतलब प्राइवेट क्रेडिट फंड ने 300 crores के लोन्स परचेस किए एट अ 12% इंटरेस्ट रेट. अब इस गेम में देखो, जो ओरिजिनल बोरोअर्स है वही एज इट इज रहेंगे, वो चेंज नहीं होंगे. बोरोअर पेज ओरिजिनल लोन और कूपन 15% वो कंटिन्यूअसली पे करेगा. उसमें से बैंक्स रिसीव 3% एज ए लोन सेल प्रोसीड प्लस फीस. बैंक को 3% स्प्रेड आएगा, अलॉन्ग विथ कुछ और फीस भी आ सकते हैं, ओरिजिनेशन एंड ऑल. एंड इस गेम में जो प्राइवेट क्रेडिट फंड है इज गोइंग टू अर्न 12% ऑन अ परचेस प्राइस. जिस प्राइस पे बैंक प्राइवेट क्रेडिट फंड्स ने लोन परचेस किया हुआ है उसके ऊपर 12% का गेन जो है, सॉरी इंटरेस्ट कूपन जो है वो प्राइवेट क्रेडिट फंड्स को मिलेगा. एंड एज एन अकाउंटेंट इट्स योर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी टू ट्रैक और कैप्चर ऑल द कैश फ्लोज एंड डू द अकाउंटिंग फॉर कैश फ्लोज. ऑलराइट, स्टेप नंबर 2, द फंड क्रिएट्स एन एसपीवी. एसपीवी मतलब एक एंटिटी है जो क्रिएट करी जाती है, हु कैन डील विद दिस पर्टिकुलर लोन्स, दैट्स ऑल. A special purpose vehicle, a ring fenced legal entity, usually in Cayman plus Delaware, is incorporated, and it has no employees, no other business. Its only purpose own the loan pool and issues notes. And this bankruptcy remote structure is what makes CLO so durable. So what is an SPV? And a special purpose vehicle, also called SPV, SPE, is a cell company created for one specific job for a CLO, and that job is own the loans, issue the notes, and distribute cash to investors. All right. इसके अलावा if we look at it, independent directors typically from firms like Mapples or Walker's Group sit on the board, not a bank employees, and this ensures the SPV's only loyalty is to its note holder. मतलब एसपीवी का जो गेम है, एक एंटिटी होती है बेसिकली लीगल एंटिटी, एंड वो एंटिटी पूरी चीज़ों को या ऑपरेशंस को रिव्यू करती है एंड इंश्योर करती है कि उसमें कोई कमी ना हो। ये बहुत केसेस में क्या होता है ना कि फंड के जो डायरेक्टर्स है या एम्प्लॉयज़ कंपनी के हैं वो बायस तरीके से काम कर सकते हैं, तो इसलिए इंडिपेंडेंट कोई डायरेक्टर अपॉइंट करेंगे तो सो दैट इंडिपेंडेंट डायरेक्टर विल ओवरसाइट ऑल द ऑपरेशंस एंड इंश्योर कि उसमें कोई भी गड़बड़ी नहीं है। तो इसके लिए ये एसपीवी एंड डायरेक्टर्स अपॉइंट किए जाते हैं। So now, why SPVs? Why would key features? Let's talk about some key features. Through SPVs, you can control bankruptcy. Control it means थोड़ा सा उसमें leverage मिल जाता है to handle that event in a more efficient way. Then creditors can't touch. Basically, single purpose. Again, उसका एक ही purpose होता है to handle the loans. The term life of SPV would be 6 to 7 years, 10 years, right? And why this matters, guys? In 2008, Lehman Brothers collapsed, right? But the CLOs Lehman had created kept paying note holders. Normally, the ring fenced worked exactly as designed, and this is the single structure feature that makes CLOs possible. So what it means, अगर आपने एक SPV बना दी, वहाँ पे एसेट टैग कर दी, पूरी चीज़ें SPV को हैंड ओवर कर दी, अगर आपकी मेन कंपनी डूब भी जाए तो भी स्टिल नोट होल्डर्स विल रिसीव देयर पेमेंट, एंड दैट्स व्हाट एग्जैक्टली लेमन ब्रदर्स डिड इन 2008 क्राइसिस। एंड इसीलिए एसपीवी के अपने अपने फायदे हैं। इसका मतलब क्या हुआ, अगर आपका एक बड़ा कंपनी है और उसके अंडर अगर आप एक एसपीवी बना देते हो, अगर बड़ी कंपनी आपकी डूब जाती है कभी, तो एसपीवी एज इट इज रहेगी और एसपीवी जो ऑपरेशंस करने हैं वो पूरे करेगी। दैट्स द पर्पज ऑफ एसपीवी। नाउ द एसपीवी इशूज 3 ट्रांचेस। एसपीवी क्या करता है, अलग अलग, अभी 300 करोड़ का लोन्स तो लिया है, उस लोन्स को ट्रांचेस में टर्न करेगा ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ कैटेगरी। कैटेगरी मतलब रिस्क कैटेगरी आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट। लेट्स से AAA रेटेड जिसके ऊपर 8% का कूपन दिया जाएगा। मेज़ानाइन ट्रांच इट मींस मेज कहते हैं उसे। आफ्टर ए उसका रीपेमेंट होगा तो उसको 11 मतलब ज़्यादा इंटरेस्ट रेट होता है क्योंकि रिस्क थोड़ी सी ज़्यादा हो जाती है। और इक्विटी ट्रांच मतलब क्या, जो भी बचा कुचा होगा डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन के समय पे वो इक्विटी होल्डर्स को मिलेगा आफ्टर रीपेमेंट ऑफ अ मेज़ानाइन ट्रांचे, राइट। तो उसका रिस्क ज़्यादा होगा तो जो भी उसको मिलना है उसको हायर मिलेगा। सो नाउ इफ यू लुक एट इट, 300 crore needs to be raised from the investors. Different investors want different risk and return profiles. So the SPV slices itself into 3 layers. Each layer absorbs losses in a strict order. So triple rated senior tranche gets paid first, absorb losses last, and held by pension funds and bank insurance. So it means banks, insurance, इनको थोड़ी सी रिस्क कम चाहिए होती है, so they invest money in a senior tranche. Then mezzanine tranche paid after a AAA higher yield held by a credit hedge funds and dedicated CLO funds. तो यहाँ पे इस स्टेज में कौन इन्वेस्ट करता है, तो ये क्रेडिट फंड्स इन्वेस्ट करते हैं। एंड इक्विटी गेट रेसिड्यूअल टेक लॉसेस फर्स्ट एंड हाईएस्ट अपसाइड मैनेजर प्लस हेज फंड और इवन प्राइवेट इक्विटी फंड्स दे इन्वेस्ट मनी इन इक्विटी ट्रांचे ऑफ CLO। वाई, इसमें प्रॉफिट भी ज़्यादा होगा और लॉसेस भी ज़्यादा होंगे। सो वी हैव अ यूज केस फॉर अ प्रॉफिट, सो विल सी दैट, ऑलराइट। So triple rated investor says I want capital preservation, 8% is fine and I need 120 crore of loans to default completely before I lose a single rupee. So basically insurance और pension funds उनको अपना पैसा गमाना नहीं होता है, इसलिए they go for a senior tranche. An equity investor says I'll take first losses, in exchange I get every rupee that left after AA and MES are paid. When I default are low, I can earn more, 40 to 50%. सो ये इक्विटी इन्वेस्टर्स के जो इक्विटी ट्रांच में इन्वेस्ट करेंगे वो कह रहे हैं। सो लेट्स सी कि किसको क्या मिलता है, एक मॉडल डिजाइन है, सो विल सी दैट। सो एट दिस स्टेज इफ यू लुक एट इट, इन्वेस्टर फंड द एसपीवी pays the fund, so cash now moves in chain, investors write checks to the SPV and the SPV uses those proceeds to buy the loan from the private credit fund, and everyone settle in about T+3 or T+14 depending on the market. If someone asks you about what would be the trading life cycle, so you should tell them would be T+3 or T+14 depends. So now if you look at in a flow, investor pays 180 plus 90 plus 30, so total 300 crore cash paid by investors to CLO SPV. Then SPV issues tranches to investors and transfer that 300 crore rupees loans to cash to private credit funds and hold loans on behalf, right, and issues notes. So now if we look at the SPV's balance sheet, what it looks like, asset side would be loans to A, loans to B and loans to C, 100 crores. So that total SPV hold assets worth of rupees 300 crores, and liability side would be AAA notes 180 crores at 8%, mezz notes 90 crore at 11%, equity notes 30 crore residual, it means जो बचेगा वही portion, and total raise 300 crore. So if you look at it, assets and balance sheets which looks equal. The yield would be around here. So assets earn 15, weighted liability cost 180, and if you calculate the liability cost 8%, 11%, so that goes around 8% around, right? And then that the 7% spread looks the benefit over here. So we'll see that how it looks like. So you look at this, guys, borrowers start paying, the clock is running, the every quarter companies A, B, C wire their interest payment to the SPV's trustee account, and the trustee hold the cash until the distribution date, usually 30 to 45 days after, right? Usually 30 to 45 days later, and then runs the waterfall. So now if you see, the annual interest would be around 45 CR, right? So on 300 crores. So every year the companies will process interest payment. If you calculate it, 15% into 300 crores, so that goes around 45 crore. So 45 crore interest continuously bank can, the SPV will receive or collect. So in this context, if you look at it, borrower A receive borrower pays 15 or 100 crore, borrower B pays 15 crore or 100 crore, and borrower C process 15% again on basically 100 crore. So that would be around 15 crore. So interest, will receive. But out of this 15 crore, 3% goes to whom? Bank, right? So now the fun part is let's click next. So we have a 45 crore annual interest collected, right? So if I now run the distribution, because if I have it, so at a SPV level, I'll have to prepare a distribution. So I'll prepare it. So run the calculation. So look at it, how things works. So first, the administrative or legal rating or agency cost, it will deduct. Then, but out of this, there is one thing is missing, basically 3% that goes to bank, right? Because bank took, if the bank already charged upfront, then that's fine. So 15 crore, 45 crore directly will receive at SPV account, and then SPV can run the distribution. So if you look at it, the first administrative cost will deduct, then CLO manager fee 3%, that will deduct. Then AAA coupon, which is 8% at a 180 crore goes to pension funds. 14.4 crore, that will also deduct. Then mezz coupon, jinka coupon hai, triple rated ka, mezz ka, then that again deduct. So remaining amount, if you look at it, that would be around 15.7 crore left, and that goes to equity. So if you look at it in an entire game, the equity holders, they have received highest amount. Why? Their investment was low, but they have received highest amount. And that's how, guys, equity tranche holders earn 15.7 crore on a 30 crore investment. So which looks like 42% cash return that they have received. And this is the magic of a structured credit equity. You invested 10% of the capital and captured 35% of the economics. And this only works when the default stays low. अगर लोन डिफॉल्ट हो जाता है तो इक्विटी होल्डर्स को कुछ नहीं मिलेगा, उसकी मतलब ज़्यादा रिस्क उनकी होगी. एंड नेक्स्ट लुक एट दिस व्हाट हैपेंड. गो टू नेक्स्ट. डिफॉल्ट सेवरिटी. अगर कुछ डिफॉल्ट हो जाता है तो क्या होगा वो भी देखना पड़ेगा ना. मान के चलो लोन डिफॉल्ट हो गया 50%. सो नाउ इफ यू लुक एट इट इन दिस कॉन्टेक्स्ट, इक्विटी होल्डर्स को कुछ नहीं मिला है, राइट. अगर डिफॉल्ट का परसेंटेज थोड़ा सा है, सो इक्विटी होल्डर स्टिल रिसीव देयर मेन कैपिटल. बट अगर सीवियर है, सीवियर मतलब फुल अगर डिफॉल्ट हो जाता है, सो इक्विटी होल्डर्स को कुछ भी नहीं मिलेगा. सो इफ यू लुक एट इट, ये इस तरह से फॉलो होगा. एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव कॉस्ट, मैनेजर फी, एंड देन ट्रिपल ए कूपन उनका मिलेगा अपना, एंड देन फाइनली गोज टू मेजानाइन. बट इफ यू लुक एट इट, दिस इक्विटी होल्डर्स को हैवंट रिसीव्ड एनीथिंग, सो ये फेल्ड हुआ है. सो दिस इज हाउ थिंग्स वर्क. सो आई होप नाउ यू हैव अंडरस्टूड कि वाई अगर सीएलओ का कोई भी लोन फेल होता है, डिफॉल्ट होते हैं, डिफॉल्ट रेशियो अगर बढ़ जाता है तो कौन पैसा कितना गमाता है. सो यू वुड हैव अंडरस्टूड इट, राइट. So when things get really bad, the OC test, it means if the default piles up on over collateralization, test fails, cash stops flowing, no equity, completely. Instead, it gets diverted upward to pay down a principal early, and this is the self-healing mechanism what makes AAA truly bulletproof. What an OC failure it means? Equity distribution stop. अगर OC फेल्योर हो जाता है तो पहले इक्विटी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन विल बी स्टॉप्ड, ₹0 टू इक्विटी अंटिल द टेस्ट क्योर्स. देन मेज कूपन में बी डाइवर्टेड डिपेंडिंग ऑन विच OC टेस्ट फेल्स. इंटरेस्ट redirect to AAA principal, senior notes get paid down faster, and manager trading flexibility restricted. Certain trades become forbidden until cured. So ये जो इस तरह का जो मॉडल था, if you look at it, pool value was 300 crore, annual interest was 45. उसमें से AAA मेज एंड इक्विटी का ये पूरा परसेंटेज सेट था, राइट. बट अगर सीवियर स्ट्रेस हो जाता है, अगर 40% भी डिफॉल्ट हो जाता है, लोन्स अगर हो जाते हैं, सो इफ यू लुक एट इट, पूल वैल्यू 180 करोड़ की बच जाती है, इंटरेस्ट 27 करोड़. सो टू AAA कूपन एंड AAA रिपेज डाइवर्टेड, तो इन्हीं को पूरा पैसा ही नहीं मिल रहा है. सो इट मीन्स इक्विटी होल्डर्स को तो कुछ भी नहीं मिलेगा. द OC टेस्ट डजंट वेट फॉर a AAA टू एक्चुअली लूज मनी. It triggers early when the portfolio just start looking stress. By redirecting cash to pay down AAA principal ahead of schedule, it shrinks AAA exposure before losses reach them, and this is why no AAA CLO note has ever defaulted. Not even in 2008, not in COVID, and not ever. AAA rated अभी तक डिफॉल्ट नहीं हुए हैं, और इसके लिए ज़्यादा तौर पर पेंशन फंड्स एंड प्रोविडेंट फंड्स दे इन्वेस्ट ह्यूज मनी इन CLOs. All right. So now if you look at the model, after 7 years the deal wind down, and if you look at it, so loan repays principal, companies will repay the loans. AAA paid in full, it means triple rated A will receive their entire 180 crore return to pension funds. Mage paid in second, so 90 crore goes to credit funds. Then equity takes in a residual 30 crore principal plus all accumulated spread will goes to equity tranche holders. And this is how things looks like, guys. If for equity holders, if you look at it, initial investment was 30 crore. The distribution will receive continuously, and total final distribution would be around 30 crore. So 80 crore basically will receive to the equity, equity tranche holders. So this is how basically, you have, means, you can even try it, you can practice it, you can learn it. But trust me, in coming time, there would be a lot of opportunities for CLO and CDO. So you should understand it. All right. So yeah, we have learned, step by step CLO. But in next session, definitely I'll cover other parts as well. But I'm done with this today's session. We'll see you next episode. Thank you very much for watching this. अगर आपको अच्छा लगा, do comment and share with others as well. Thank you.